We came to this one with Trun, things I found with Trun. Here we have a person sitting in a corner, and we say to a child who has misbehaved, go in the corner and shame on you, think about it. Here's a person sitting in the corner. It has a mask on, so there we have the mask. And it looks like a cat mask. There, the connection to the cat. And I think the cat is often used for some kind of target symbolism. There, the upside down cross. You have been crucified. Your world has been turned upside down. It has become dark. Your life inside has become dark. And the interesting thing about a corner is that a corner is normally shaped, has the shape of 90 degrees, which is 9 and 0. So there we have something that connects the corner to the 9 rings. And I will not say more about that picture. More with Trun. It's a language I simply do not understand, but I think it's a logo, a sign for a cafe that is named the corner. But there are not many corners in this shape. So there's maybe again a connection to the corner, the 9 rings, and the round thing, the shape that an egg has, a human egg. I found this one, some kind of electronic that is named something with Trun, and they have put a little word there, bzz, just like you say bees are saying the noise the bees say. So there could be some kind of symbol for that makes me think into the royal thing again, because we call it bee. The queen bee is called a drone. No, now I mixed it up. Oh, I'm a little tired today. But it makes me think of a connection both to making children. We talk about the bees and the flowers, but also the royalty and electric things. But here in the war, I sometimes go in and follow and see if I can find some of the military planes and see what number they have and what name they have, where they come from, where they fly from and fly to, and how their flying patterns are. And one day I found this one. It was the 15th of March. That's a little interesting also, because 15, the O, 15th letter in the alphabet is the O. So there we have something that symbolizes a ring, and March is the 3rd month, so 3 rings. And it is flying from, I think it's England, Great Britain somewhere, where the letters for that airport where it started is named BZZ, BZZ. And here is the registration number on the plane. It is 2 sets. And Z is the last letter in the English alphabet. And in the Greek alphabet, it's omega, which start with O. So I'm sure you can make some kind of connection to the Z and the O and the last. But I have also, when I looked into the letters, I have I have I'm sure that the Z means a ring exactly like the O and the ring, but it means a ring that surrounds something. But that's my fantasy and where my brain leads me. But there are also the 33 number, as we see very often, and 7. I am sure 7 means something with some who win. Yeah, there are the 3 letters here, R, and I'm convinced R means mirror something. Turn something opposite way, mirror it. And again we have the 12 that could symbolize ring, and 9 ring, and also the 99. Many have talked about that number. So you can get many things out of the numbers. But here we see the pattern. The plane is flying. There's a little ring and something that could look like a pipette, like something you use when you suck up an egg, maybe a little human or animal egg, the one you suck it into. So that's what my fantasy brings me to, because I'm into something that has to do with that kind of stuff, eggs and seeds to make children and new lives. But it flies to Poland and then it starts to cruise over here. I didn't follow it, so I saw what pattern it made in Poland. But we know Poland is used when we talk about a couple who live together, who are not married. Then we say they live together in Polish. And I have a very strong feeling that when there's something with the problems or something where the system wants to go in and decide over children, it's very often, I think those people who live in Polish, who are not married, I think they are a target harder by the system. I think those who are married are not targeted that hard, that there's some kind of hierarchy in that the systems people somehow go to hunt those who are not married even harder. But the end of Tron, it makes me think of Trondheim, a city in Norway. And yeah, there you can also, there's something in numbers, but I do not want to talk about that. But Trondheim city, I think the shape of it is a little interesting when we talk about having sex and making babies. Here they have this shape out that a person with just a little fantasy could make it look like a male dick. So it could be some sign for something with having sex. They have a city flag with this flower. They have a church from 1500. That could again be the 3 rings. But this flower, very similar. I found a picture. It's a Danish milk logo. Milk and cream, and we have different kind of companies who make milk, of course. I'm not sure if this mark exists anymore, but they put this flower on the the milk boxes. It's a clover. It says it's called clover milk. I assume it's called clover in English, some kind of plant. Or we could go into that, but I have not planned that. But there is the connection between something with milk and then again children, because they use this milk symbolism very much in movies and around, where we also have the saying, don't cry over wasted milk. But Trondheim is also known for having a sea hero many years back that was called Peter Wessel, also called Peter Tordenskjold, Thundershield. You can say it means Thundershield, Tordenskjold. But the connection to what I'm talking about with couple and so on, in Denmark, this Tordenskjold person has all my life been on matchboxes. And we know we match, see if the chemistry is okay, gonna find a match on a Tinder date, and again they have put him in the shape of one ring, or the omega. So that's a little funny. But let's see if we can, maybe, I think we should look into the target woman from the article, Idis to her last name, Dali, and see what we can find in that name.